Hey everyone, it's Steven GetMoneyMyrick here, and in today's video we get to do some testing with Andrea. This testing was performed on Weemick's account. Weemick is the guild leader of District 4, and they were kind enough to let us borrow their account, so big thank yous to Weemick. One of the things I was really interested in is just how does Andrea perform, because I haven't built the character yet, and I'm sure some of you are waiting to see how this hero performs about how many heroic scrolls you're going to spend. So I really wanted to test how they performed against Fiona. We saw some pretty interesting things happen, so the footage that you'll be seeing are some highlights from the Twitch stream we did with some testing. June stopped by and had a few bits of input, so I really appreciate him rating me. That was pretty special and pretty fun. If you're not interested in watching the footage, I will say a few things, one of which is that I do believe that if you are a light spender and you have saved up 2,000 scrolls, you should go ahead and do 4 loops, spend the money to get the package in order to get the pay-to-win artifact selection chest. I think that does make sense for you. And that if you are somebody that doesn't spend money at all, I don't think it makes sense to do all 4 loops. I don't think this hero is worth it. Specifically, the fact that you could spend 600 heroic summon scrolls and save the rest of your scrolls for some other event later, maybe for Halloween, maybe you'll be able to get an artifact at that point. So those are the 2 things I feel very confident about. The other nice thing is that there is no fear of missing out with this champion. You're not going to be like super bummed that you don't have this champion unless maybe you're in the top 1% of players in this game, because we have seen some pretty powerful things in IDA with multiple carries and the healing and the damage reduction that Andrea can bring to a fight. But in a general lineup for the vast majority of players, like the difference between Andrea and a Fiona, it's really not that noticeable. And also with Andrea, when he goes to heal and he overheals your team, it feels really bad. Like when your team is kind of full and he blows all of his stacks of Glorious Blessing like on your heroes, it just looks really bad. So we have some footage of that where it's just like, ugh, I didn't like that at all. So, you know, based on that information, make the decision that makes sense for you and enjoy this footage. And let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. We are getting very close to 2,000 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed and you're watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. But let's go ahead and check out the footage that we got. One thing I was curious about basically is like, is Andrea better at keeping her team alive than Fiona is? And I don't know the best way to do that. I would guess it's just like basically like fighting somebody 10 times and then seeing how many we win and then swapping to Andrea. 1 and 7, 2 and 7, and 2 and 8. So that's kind of like our baseline. So we went 2 and 8 against Bale. And part of the reason I'm doing this too is because Fiona was wearing the crown. And so now we can unequip the crown and put that on Andrea. Okay, and we're going to watch a few of these fights. He should have gear all set up. Our stone is attack based. We'll go ahead and put control immunity on Andrea. And what we don't have right now in this test is anything that like makes the best use of Andrea and their skills, such as carries that want to die, or maybe an Ignis that might want to die. Energy feed for Starwing Jara. Yeah, he does. So it looks like our Andrea might be lowest HP. In fact, that is exactly the case. And this is a terrible control situation here. That's about as bad as it can go. But let's watch. I mean, the fact that our Asmodel is locked up is terrible. I mean, this isn't going to work. Let's run another one and see if we can not get so much control stuff against us. Yeah, Andrea being lowest HP is probably a problem, because we want them to stay alive to keep healing our team. Although that does get them the Asmodel shield then on this lineup. Also, our Asmodel being... Man, that was the healing? That like healed nothing of Asmodel. Did you see that? Granted, Asmodel typically has a lot of HP, but... not good. We might need to bring in like a carry. Like somebody with intentionally low HP. But then the Asmodel Shield's going to go on carry. Yeah. We'll go ahead and finish these out. Do all 10 of them. I don't think we're going to get a single win. Jesus Christ. Of course, as soon as I say that. 2 and 7. And we'll watch one more. This will be the last one. So either way, like, and it's not surprising, right? I mean, there's a lot of other heroes going on in these lineups, and we have not done anything to actually make the best use of Andrea and their abilities. But we're going to go 2 and 8, just like we did with Fiona. And the thing Fiona's bringing to the fight is that CC removal. Or at least that's one thing they're bringing. And then Andrea's just dying way too easily here to do anything. Okay, so both of those fights were 2 and 8. So Carrie here is going to have much less HP. So this way, at least, no matter what, Andrea won't be our lowest HP hero. We could also maybe do like a Drake. This CC is just brutal though. May need to go against somebody that doesn't have Starwing Jara and isn't so crazy on the CC department. Look at all those dodges. And then let's watch the healing here. Okay, does it not go off when... Okay, was that it? That plus 6 million? Okay, barely survived. Let's watch this active here. Get the active, come on. He did fully heal himself, and look, it's still going. That was pretty interesting. Now, granted, he's not the highest health hero, but that was a lot of healing. That was a good example, at least. I did like that we got to see that example of all that healing, if you can keep him alive. Okay, so we're all super low health. Oh, okay. And there was his passive coming in. Took us all up to about 3/4 HP. So... very low health people. Let's see how much healing we can do here. Hey, June, thank you for the raid. Zenith99, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Like somebody that saved up 2,000 scrolls for this event. Like, should they be doing all 4 loops because Andrea is worth it as a hero to get? Or should they be doing 600 summons and getting 2 artifact swaps and then saving those heroic summon scrolls for a hero that's maybe more helpful? Maybe honestly saving for a warrior. Maybe a warrior will be coming out that will be good, that will help with guild settlement. Because right now we just don't have any great warriors that are worth building. So would you rather have another priest after we've all built Fiona's? Or would you rather have whatever the next warrior coming out is? I don't know. This account doesn't have anything crazy where you can do like the 5 carries. I don't know if that's still happening or not. Yeah. So you can see here's a lineup that's at the top of IDA, and you can see the amount of carries and the cheese they're doing with Asmodel, with heroes dying, and stuff like that. Yeah, Flowers also doing it, and even has the 5-star carry here. What upside did you see, June? I mean, this is the upside I see. And this is not realistic at all for the majority of players. Obviously good at the end game if you have 5 carries. Hey June, thank you for the subscription. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, it's just like if you are your average player for this event, should you be spending 2,000 heroic summon scrolls on Andrea because maybe you want to swap the Tusilago that you got tricked into getting? Maybe you just think it'll be a helpful hero for your account, and the vast majority of players are not going to have the tools to get all the benefits out of this hero. And so if it's just like a standard hero in your lineup, are they better than a Fiona? I know nobody has one anymore because you should have gotten rid of her, but a Belrain as a sacrificial hero could also be interesting, having the Belrain with the Andrea. Let's see if we can get some healing here. We need some hero other than Andrea to die, which we got. And there's that little tiny bit of healing. Teeny tiny. Seems like his active is where it's all at. Yeah. We could win this. Don't die. Don't die. Ah. Boom. Okay, now here if our... Dang it. I was going to say, here if our Andrea can get some healing in, that would be sick. Yeah, that would be interesting if they could keep the stacks. So, like, what if instead of burning all of your glorious blessings, you just burned however many you needed to actually fully heal someone? Okay, are we going to get active out either Andrea here? My one's still alive. Truck time, we're still alive. We'll over healing big time. Watch your heal here. Everybody's full health. One of the things, it's very hard to like gauge that damage reduction change, right? I wish there was some way, and I don't know if we can get there. I want to like fight against this team. See what's going on. See how punching it can be. I guess go watch June's streams. I'm sure he has in his VOD of what happened. 145. So we're doing 45 right now, and we'll see how it goes. This is just like one of the easier ones, just a blue island. Okay, we're going to win that. And let's check out the healing. Now that's interesting. And maybe that's just because they didn't take enough damage. Guys, I don't know anything about Realms Gate. I'm going to be real honest with you. I farm at like 35. That's not entirely true. I farm at like 40. But all these people, they're like, well, you can do it against Abyss, but you can't do it against Abyss and Dark. But you can do this. It's like, no. Buddy, I'm not changing my equipment every single time I want to do Realms Gate. Like, no thank you. June and I have not pushed to Defier 1. We have like 5 or 6 people in District that have gone to Defier 1. Guan Yu, who may be in the chat right now, is one of them. But no, I haven't done it. I've heard it's hell. I've watched people do it, and I did not enjoy it because, like, you want to watch the fights to see how it's going, but the fights take so long. So then it's like at some point when you're around 60, it's like, oh my god, I've been doing this for one fight for 20 minutes. So I can't see myself actually like watching the fights. I feel like I'm just going to have to trust, like try like smash it 20 times and hope it works. And if it doesn't, then maybe I watch the fight. So I do have a few people that have offered me accounts, or a few people that are close, like Daddy, who's a good friend of mine. He's got 8 Magic Stone Sword, and he's already done everything, and he has a level 100 Abyss Star Spawn. So we've talked about streaming that the next time that the event opens. I really wanted to be the first person to do it on server 13 because Hell Arc has like the records for all of them, but then Relic decided to go ahead and start pushing, so he's going to beat me to it for sure. And I'm only going to have 6 Magic Stone Sword copies, so but I do have like 60,000 gems on that account. See, this is what it's going to be like when you go to push for Defier, except worse. Even longer. And there goes our Asmodel. Okay, what do we think? We did clear it. Probably, I wish it would tell us what round it went to. That's really interesting. Someone want to explain this to me? Was there just not that much to heal for a lot of the fight? Because they weren't that low health? I don't think there's going to be anybody out there that is like, damn it, I really wish I had Andrea. Whereas, how many times have you been like, man, I wish I had Sherlock, or Jesus, I wish I had Tix, or man, it'd be nice to have even a second Rogan. It does seem like they're effective at the highest level of IDA, but 99.9999% of you guys that haven't dropped more than, $50,000 on this game aren't going to be affected by that. So do what you want to do. That's my suggestion. So we're doing this for Weemick, but yeah, essentially the stream's over at this point. I do need a good exit screen. I don't have anything. Okay, Hellboy. We will do that. This is what this is what we can do for like the YouTube video. Is just show beating up Snowflake on the defeat screen. Weemick, thank you so much, everybody in the chat. If you're still here, thank Weemick for letting us borrow their account. I appreciate it. He built Andrea so that you don't have to. And oh man, I mostly can't. Again, if you spend a little bit of this money on this game and you've got 2,000 scrolls, you should be doing this event to get the pay-to-win artifact selection chest. So whether or not you get the hero or not, whether or not you get 8 copies and you actually spend more to get the 9th, I don't know. But thank you so much, Weemick. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you all later. Bye. And I hard cut right here.